When you find yourself deep in the woods and come across enormous human-like footprints spaced apart, you can be certain you're in Bigfoot territory. Twisted saplings and stick formations arranged in unnatural patterns signal territorial boundaries or serve as cryptic messages. At night, the haunting sounds of howls, guttural screams, or rhythmic tree knocks resound through the forest, indicating that something is lurking in the shadows. A strong, musky odor, evocative of wet fur and decay, often hangs in the air just before a sighting. If you encounter flattened patches of vegetation or claw marks on tree bark at impossible heights, you are clearly getting closer to the legend. Based on substantial field reports, folklore, and cryptid research, here's a definitive guide to the signs that unmistakably indicate you might be in Bigfoot territory. Some of them subtle, others undeniably eerie. Advanced track clues. Pressure ridges in footprints. These indicate living tissue rather than static molds, proving their authenticity. Unusual toe counts. While 5 toes are typical, some prints reveal 3 or even 6 toes, likely regional variants or rare misidentifications. No visible arch. A flat-footed anatomy, unlike humans, consistently surfaces in cast studies. Tree and terrain anomalies, X-shaped tree formations. Many believe these serve as territorial markers or warnings. Upside-down trees, jammed into the ground, a rare phenomenon. This could be symbolic or ritualistic. Found on trees 7 to 9 feet high, suggesting foraging or marking behaviors. Soundscape oddities, mimicked animal calls. These vocalizations begin like owls or coyotes, but deviate mid-call in an unnatural manner. Language like chatter. Some researchers describe this as samurai chatter, rapid guttural sounds that mimic speech. Sudden silence. A striking drop in ambient forest noise often precedes an encounter. Biological traces. Hair samples with no known DNA match. Coarse, dark strands found on branches or fences are telling signs. Scat with unusual contents. These may contain fur, berries, or bones that don't align with local wildlife diets. Human interaction signs. Rock throwing. Commonly reported near campsites, this behavior may serve as intimidation or a means of communication. Shadowing behavior. Campers often describe being silently followed with distant movements mirroring their own. Disturbed gear. Items that have been moved or lightly tampered with, but not stolen, indicate curiosity. Regional variant. Skunk Ape, Florida. Known for inhabiting swampy areas and exuding a strong sulfuric odor. Grassman, Ohio, linked to Salt Fork State Park. This variant is known for aggressive behavior and vocalizations. Wood Booger, Appalachia. This one has a reputation for raiding gardens and livestock pens, displaying more mischievous tendencies. These signs blend cryptozoology with folklore, and while skeptics might attribute experiences to bears or hoaxes, the patterns of behavior and symbolism suggest a reality that is far more complex, an enigma that occupies the intersection of folklore and scientific inquiry. While mainstream science maintains a cautious stance, numerous researchers are rigorously investigating the signs associated with Bigfoot. Footprints. The most studied evidence, dermal ridges and pressure points. Many casts display skin-like textures and weight distribution patterns that are incredibly difficult to forge. Dr. Jeff Meldrum, a professor of anatomy and anthropology, has cataloged hundreds of such prints and argues they warrant serious biological scrutiny. Stride length and depth. Scientists analyze print spacing and depth to estimate gait and weight, revealing measurements that often exceed the capabilities of known animals or hoaxers. Hair and DNA samples. Mixed results. While most hair samples are from bears, deer, or humans, a groundbreaking 2024 study from the University of Idaho identified unidentified primate DNA sequences in samples from the Pacific Northwest, though these findings remain hotly debated and unconfirmed. Challenges. Although contamination and degradation often complicate DNA analysis, occasional anomalies continue to fuel the mystery. Environmental disturbances. Twisted branches and nest-like structures. Some researchers document these as potential indicators of unknown wildlife behavior. Though not definitive, they do not resemble typical bear or elk activity. Tree formations and bark stripping. These phenomena are difficult to attribute to known species, especially in remote, undisturbed areas. Audio evidence, unidentified vocalizations. Recordings of howls, whoops, and samurai chatter have undergone analysis using audio software, and some patterns defy explanation. Tree knocks and mimicry. The rhythm and frequency of these sounds are carefully examined, though skeptics argue they could be natural or human-made. Modern tools in the hunt. Environmental DNA, eDNA. Scientists are now collecting soil and water samples to detect genetic traces of unknown species. Thermal imaging and drones. These technologies are employed to search remote areas for large, heat-emitting bipeds. AI pattern recognition. This approach is applied to footage and photos to uncover anomalies that might escape the human eye. While conclusive proof remains elusive, the persistence of unexplained data keeps the mystery alive. Bigfoot is more than a mere myth. It stands at the impressive boundary of folklore and scientific exploration. Statistical modeling. Bear misidentification hypothesis. Data scientist Flo Foxon conducted robust regression models that compare Bigfoot sightings with black bear populations. His findings strongly suggest that many sightings correlate with bear density, although some occur in areas devoid of known bear populations. While mainstream science may remain skeptical due to the absence of a physical specimen, the ongoing accumulation of unexplained data undeniably fuels the enduring mystery surrounding Bigfoot.